Amanda, give me back my beloved son. I believe that you guys were getting on well. I never thought you'd be cheating. He was devastated by your betrayal and jumped off a cliff. Oh, my poor son. He's only 35, a whole life ahead of him. Amanda, at least have the decency to reply. Hey, are you seriously ignoring your mother-in-law? My son passed away because of you. I'll never forgive you for that. A cheating wife, a traitor, you better not show up at the funeral. Daniel, honey, you're alive, right?
What the? What's the matter, hon? I'm here, alive and well.
Phew, good to hear.
What happened?
Sorry, I got this weird message on Telegram earlier.
Weird message?
Yeah, it was super creepy.
Who was it from?
Hold on, let me confirm first. Your mom doesn't have a smartphone, right?
Yeah, she's still sticking with her flip phone. She's not big on new tech. She says she'll stick with it until the bitter end.
Which means she can't use Telegram.
No, she can't. She'll probably upgrade to a smartphone eventually. But she's more into talking than texting anyway. She might never bother with texting apps.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's up? Does the weird message you got have something to do with Mom?
Well, it's weird because it came from an ID I didn't recognize. But the displayed name was MIL.
Mother-in-law?
Yeah, it's weird for someone to set their name as MIL. Just to be sure, I wanted to check with you.
So basically, Mom got a new smartphone without us knowing and started using Telegram?
I thought that at first, but it seems different. The content was just way off, you know.
What was it?
It's so grim, I'm hesitant to even put it in words. I'm sure it'll probably upset you.
But it came from someone claiming to be my mom, right?
Well, technically, but if this person is calling themselves mother-in-law, there's only one person they could be referring to. Your mom.
In that case, it might be wise for me to understand the content too.
I guess, yeah. You're heading to her place now, right?
Yep. I'm on the train heading there as we speak.
Okay. Might be good to check before you arrive.
Alright, can you send me a screenshot later?
Got it. But I'm worried. Really, just keep your guard up when you see it.
Is it that bad?
Yeah. I almost screamed when I first read it.
That's shocking? Must be serious then. Okay, I'll be careful. I read it, hun.
Aw, baby, are you okay?
I'm fine, but yeah, this is seriously messed up. It made me sick to my stomach.
See?
There's no way this is from Mom. This person's talking about a son who jumped off a cliff, but here I am, alive and well. Who the heck is she talking about?
Exactly. I knew it couldn't be about you. But it was just so shocking that I got worried if you were okay. I panicked and texted you.
Thanks. I'm alright though.
Yeah, thank goodness. Seriously, who do you think sent that message? Maybe it was supposed to go to someone else and accidentally came to me?
But they know your name. It's definitely directed at you.
You're right.
It's best if you don't get involved any further. We don't know if it's just a prank or someone with a grudge against you. This person could be dangerous. You might get more of these creepy messages in the future.
Ugh, I hope not. I don't want to keep dealing with this.
For now, it's probably best to just ignore it until I get back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Maybe it's a good idea to avoid going out too. If anything happens, I want you to contact me immediately. But I'll be driving tomorrow morning, so I might not be able to reply right away.
I don't have anywhere to go, so I'll stay home.
Make sure to double check the locks, just in case.
Got it.
And if any suspicious people show up, don't open the door.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Do you even realize you're someone's wife? Not only have you not replied to me once since then, but you haven't even gone back home. After treating your husband so horribly. Ignoring the messages from your mother-in-law is unbelievable. What are you thinking? Even if you're a cheating traitor, you're still my daughter-in-law. Isn't it too much to ask to do your best for the sake of your late husband for the one last time? Are you reading this? I don't know where you are right now, but hurry back. Amanda! Honey, sorry for hitting you up so late. You might be sleeping already. If you're up, though, let me know.
Hey, no worries. Just got out of the shower a bit ago.
Nice. Is your mom already in bed?
No, she's still up. Something wrong?
Got another message from that same person.
Seriously?
They keep calling too. I'm starting to worry they'll show up at the house or something.
Man, who the heck is it? Pretending to be my mom and freaking you out.
Your mom would never pull stuff like this.
By the way, I actually checked and she's still using the flip phone.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So whoever's bothering you isn't her.
Have you already told her about it?
Oh yeah, showed her the screenshot you sent me.
She must have been livid.
Yeah, she was like, this is outrageous. How disturbing to discuss my son who's alive and well like this.
Can't blame her for being angry. So there's definitely an imposter out there.
Oh, hold up.
What?
Mom's looking at the screenshot again. She thinks she recognizes the profile picture of the imposter.
The profile picture?
I mean, not exactly the profile picture itself, but she feels like she's seen the actual thing in the picture somewhere before. She says it was displayed in someone's house.
The profile pic is a handmade-looking teddy bear, right?
Exactly. Probably handmade. Now that I think about it, I feel like I've seen it somewhere too.
You too?
Yeah, can't quite put my finger on it though.
So there's a chance this person is connected to your mom and you.
Yeah, probably. That teddy bear was likely displayed in the house of someone we know. Either way, I don't want to leave you alone. I'll head over there early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
Honey, I remember now.
What's going on all of a sudden? Aren't you still at work?
It just came to me while working. The house where that teddy bear was.
Okay, whose house?
Your ex-husband.
Liam? No way.
Well, technically, it's his ex-family home, I guess. They moved out, so another family should be living there now, but...
Alright, you guys were childhood friends. You went to preschool through middle school together.
Yeah. And I met you through a mutual friend of Liam and me.
Right.
He lived in that house until midway through high school, but his parents got divorced and his dad moved out. Soon after that, he and his mom moved too. Since our moms were close friends in the same neighborhood, we used to hang out at each other's houses a lot when we were kids.
So that teddy bear in the picture, you saw it back then?
Yeah, probably handmade by his mom. It was made with colorful fabric, so it stuck in my memory. So you probably know what happened afterward, but about 10 years ago it came out that his mom had a huge debt. They had a huge fight, which led to their estrangement.
Yeah, I met him after they cut ties, so I never met his mom.
Things are starting to make sense now.
Really?
You know the imposter's message about her son jumping off a cliff because of his wife's affair or whatever? And she mentioned a funeral, right? If it was really him, wouldn't I have heard about it through our mutual friends?
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
I'll check with friends who might know something.
Yeah, please do. Amanda, how long are you planning to ignore me? Give me a response already. Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you? Ignore your husband's mother like this. You need to cut it out. Oh, finally replied. But that's just plain rude. You can't just tell your mother-in-law to cut it out, you know.
Listen, my mother-in-law is right next to me, so who are you?
Who am I? I'm your mother-in-law, of course.
My mother-in-law is literally rolling on the floor laughing next to me right now.
That can't be. What do you mean?
She's laughing her head off, seeing her imposter sending messages.
Imposter?
And also, the husband who supposedly fell off the cliff is alive and thriving. He's at work right now, just like any other day.
You're lying. My son isn't in this world anymore.
Quit making up stories about other people's husbands passing away, would you? Do you want to talk to my mother-in-law, who's right next to me, to confirm?
Hold on. The person next to you isn't your mother-in-law. I'm the real deal.
Do you still insist on that, even though it's obvious you're the fake?
What are you talking about?
Actually, a few days ago, we started living together. Right now, we're having lunch.
Living together?
Recently, my husband and I bought a new house. We were concerned about her house getting old, so we decided to have her move in with us. On the day you sent those alarming messages, my husband went to pick her up. She's been here since. What nonsense are you spouting?
I'm not living with anyone. I still live alone in my apartment. Honestly, you've been talking nonsense all this time. Cut it out.
Living alone in an apartment means you're definitely not my mother-in-law. Her house was a standalone. If I have to forcefully call you my mother-in-law, maybe you're my former mother-in-law. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
What? Former?
You're Heidi, right?
Yes.
You're my ex-husband Liam's mother.
Did you say he's your ex-husband? I thought you were just cheating on him, but you got remarried already? To who?
I can't tell you that.
Tell me.
I can't just spill personal info to a stranger.
We're not strangers, we're family.
Former family, remember?
Never mind the tedious details, just tell me who you married.
Nope. You realize now you got the wrong person to send messages to, so please don't contact me again. Goodbye.
Wait, Amanda! Amanda, you better cough up $200,000 as compensation for your affair. Technically, it should go to Liam, but because of you, he isn't around anymore. So I'll take it as his proxy. I'm the only one who can clear his regrets, being his mother-in-law. I'll send you my bank account details later, so make sure you pay up by next Wednesday. I won't accept anything other than a lump sum. No installments. Amanda, today's the deadline for the transfer. I haven't seen the money coming in yet. Don't tell me you forgot.
Ugh, it's you again.
What about the compensation? I told you it had to be paid in one lump sum, right?
I have no reason to pay you.
You cheated and now you won't even listen to your husband's mother?
Let me clarify. I quit being your daughter-in-law a long time ago.
I got that, but that doesn't change the fact that you cheated.
I didn't cheat.
Oh, please. What are you saying now? You confessed just the other day that you married your affair partner. I won't let you act like that confession never happened.
I'm telling you, I didn't cheat. My current husband and I started dating over 2 years after I divorced Liam.
Wait, after the divorce?
To start from the beginning, Liam and I divorced 4 years ago.
Are you really? That long ago?
You didn't know?
Well, we've been living separate lives since he cut ties with me 10 years ago, you know.
The reason for the divorce was that we felt our lives were going in different directions, and it was difficult to live together due to differences in values. It was an amicable divorce, without any blame, so no compensation was involved.
I see.
You seriously didn't know anything?
But he jumped off a cliff because of his wife's infidelity.
No, he's alive, you know.
Wait.
Apart from a scraped leg, he's perfectly fine.
What are you talking about? There's no way falling off a cliff would result in just a scrape.
Listen to me, Heidi. It's been 10 years since he cut ties with you. You live far away, making it difficult to get accurate information.
The truth about him jumping off a cliff is that he went on a hike with friends to see a cliff edge spot. On the way back, he stumbled in the parking lot, injuring his leg. Are you kidding me? There was indeed infidelity on the wife's part, but that's old news from 6 months ago, and they're already divorced. In other words, the cliff incident has nothing to do with it. I see. How he went from tripping in a parking lot to falling off a cliff is beyond me. But he's indeed alive and well. Well, as long as he's okay. Let me ask you, have you heard anything about his funeral? I just assumed I wasn't told because we're estranged. Oh, and this is crucial. I wasn't the one who cheated. It was his new wife. Oh. I got divorced 4 years ago. There's no way of cheating after that. I mean, I didn't even know he had remarried. When I heard about the affair, I immediately thought of you. I see. Anyway, I've given you all the information I found, so I don't have any reason or obligation to deal with you anymore. Wait, hold on. What about $200,000? Excuse me? The compensation. You promised to pay it all at once. Yeah, right. I never made such a promise. Since I divorced him, I have nothing to do with you anymore. I have no obligations to pay you anything. That's a problem. How? I'm in debt. In debt? Yeah, I owe $100,000. Whoa, that much? What did you use it for? I got a bit hooked on gambling. Geez, but why demand $200,000 when you owe $100,000? I figured I'd use the extra to hit the casino again and hit the jackpot this time. Unbelievable. Come on, it's a good deal, right? Give me $200,000. When I make a profit, I'll share it with you. I can't deal with this nonsense. Oh, come on. I got freaked out for nothing. Amanda? So goodbye. Wait, please give me $200,000. Knowing the true identity of the imposter, I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. I spent some anxious days worrying about my husband's safety and if I was also being targeted, but to think it was my ex-mother-in-law I've never even met. My ex-husband Liam heard about the whole ordeal too, and he called to apologize. I was curious how she got my Telegram ID, but according to him, a relative accidentally spilled it to her. I've taken measures on their end, so hopefully I won't have any more issues. As for the gambling addict, Heidi, demanding $200,000, well, she's apparently working hard now trying to pay off her inflated debts. Honestly, she's just a stranger to me, so I couldn't care less about her, but I hope she'll stop thinking about making a quick buck through gambling and start living a decent life. On the other hand, my husband, his mother, and I are enjoying our ordinary life together. Despite being dragged around by Heidi, I'm looking forward to spending a peaceful, harmonious time with my family from now on.
Penny, are you home from school yet?
I'm leaving school now.
Okay, that works out then. I have to work a little late today. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the anniversary of Mom's passing. Can you please buy some flowers for us to place on her grave?
Okay.
Also, I hate asking this in a text, but is there anything you want to talk to me about? Do you seem a bit, I don't know, gloomy these days?
Huh? Everything's fine.
If you say so. I want you to know you can talk to me about anything, anytime. You know I've got your back.
I know, Daddy. Don't worry, I'm fine.
Great, I'll be home around 8 tonight. Would you mind taking care of dinner?
No problem.
Penny, where are you? Why aren't you home?
Sorry, I'm coming home now.
Do you know what time it is? You're still in junior high school. If you can't follow the rules like curfew, how can I trust you? What were you doing all this time?
I was having dinner with my dead mother.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Like I said, I was with my mother.
You were with your mother. You know Mom passed away when you were younger. Honey, I really don't understand what you're talking about.
I know you're lying, Daddy. I know the truth. You two got a divorce because you had an affair. She told me how she was sick and she couldn't take care of me. So the court awarded you my custody. I'm old enough to know the truth. You can't lie to me anymore.
I'm not lying. Tell me where you are. I'm going to come there right now.
I've already left the restaurant and I'm on my way back home now.
Penny, I don't know what's going on.
Don't try and get out of this. Because you can't. This is real. You can't run away from it. You know, I was really surprised when she told me she was my mother. But she showed me a picture of me when I was little. I could tell she often looked at my picture. I could see her looking at it with tears in her eyes.
What the... I don't understand. I saw Connie's body in the casket at her wake. You were probably way too young to remember it, but unfortunately, I'll never forget that.
I don't remember, and so I had no choice but to believe your lie. Never met any of Mom's family, relatives, so I never doubted your lie.
I'm sorry you didn't get to know Mom's family. They never approved of me, so we weren't close.
But Mom chose you over them, right? And you still cheated on her? Mom was crying. She wants to live with us again. She said if you're still single, she wants to give you another chance.
Wait. Let's calm down for a second. Penny, I never cheated on your mother, I swear. And I'm really sorry, baby, but Mom is dead. I swear. I don't know who you met, but she isn't your real mother.
But I've met her 3 times already. It didn't feel weird or anything. She knows things about me, things about you, Daddy.
Penny, I would never lie to you. You're too precious to me. And I would never knowingly make you sad. Don't you believe me?
I want to, but...
I want to know everything from the beginning. Do you have the contact details of the person claiming to be Mom?
Yes.
I see. Once you're home, please text it to me. It may be a mutual friend or someone we haven't seen in a while. I don't know what they're up to, but there must be a reason they went through all this trouble.
I guess so. I don't really understand. But I'm sorry, Daddy.
It's okay, baby. I know you miss Mom. If you could be with her again, you would. I feel the same.
Yeah.
I thought it would make you sad, so I tried my best not to talk about her. But from now on, I'll talk about Mom so she can be part of our lives. So can you hurry home? I don't know what your intentions are, but how dare you try to get close to Penny by telling her you're her dead mother?
Oh, so the jig is up. Anthony, how have you been?
Let's stop with the niceties, Juliet. What do you mean the jig is up? Is this a game to you?
That's not a nice way to greet your sister-in-law. Just when Penny and I were becoming close, you had to find out. I have to think of another plan.
Plan? What do you want?
Well, I guess I can tell you. And Penny would have found out anyways with the marriage and all. I just wanted Penny to approve, so I pretended to be her mother. Just a little.
Marriage? Approve? What do you mean?
Our marriage. You and I should get married. It must be difficult raising a girl all on your own, especially around Penny's age. If you marry me, I'll be able to help Penny during this difficult stage in her life.
Excuse me, but I really don't understand what you're saying. Me marrying you. Hang on a sec. Aren't you already married?
Oh, don't worry about me and my husband. I'll divorce him.
Huh?
Anyhow, do you remember when you and Connie told my parents you're going to get married? And my parents were against it?
Yeah.
They were against you two getting married because I told them what a terrible person you were.
I thought Connie would break up with you because our parents didn't approve. What? Why did you do that? I mean, I never did anything to you. Because of that, Connie and I had to elope. Because I liked you, Anthony. I've always liked you. But you were into my little sister and you fell for Connie and not me. And to forget you, I had to marry a man who was filthy rich. I had to settle. I told Connie I wanted you, but Connie wouldn't give you to me. It's all her fault. I mean, she took you from me. And because of that, my life has been a nightmare. Though my husband has a great salary, he's ugly, dense, and he smells. And our son, he takes after his father. What an awful family. I was afraid I'd be surrounded by these fugly people until the day I died. I really believed this. And around that time, I happened to see you and Penny walking around town together. So what? I knew it was fate. Even though you're older, you aged well, Anthony. You still look great. Penny definitely has her genes. She's a beautiful young woman. My dream family would be you as my husband and Penny as my daughter. Don't you agree? People often commented that Connie and I looked so alike we could be twins. I think this is a great opportunity for you as well, Anthony. I don't think so at all. My wife is and will forever be only Connie. I don't understand what you're saying, Juliet. I'm shocked and furious you try to pretend to be Penny's mother. It's just wrong. Don't ever bother us again. I really need you to stop, Juliet. You waited for Penny outside her school and then tried to force her into a car? You and Penny were ignoring my texts. It's all your fault. Besides, Penny and I spent time together in the past, so why can't I take her out for a drive? She was only with you because you deceived her into thinking you were her mother. I've spoken to the police and filed a report. What? You went to the police? Just because I wanted to spend some time with Penny? That's not all that you've done. You continuously text us and call us. You stalk our house and Penny's school. Just the other day, our surveillance camera caught you trying to break into our house. You're on the verge of committing a crime. This is your final warning. Why won't you choose me, Anthony? Connie is dead in the ground, and her sister is offering to marry you. I don't see what the problem is. There's little difference between Connie's DNA and mine. DNA? What are you talking about? I don't care about DNA. I married Connie because of her kind personality and the way she smiled when she looked at me. Maybe you and Connie look alike, but you two have nothing in common. You used Connie's name to try to get close to Penny. Manipulating my daughter's emotions is not a quality I find attractive. Not only that, you talk about your family and want to abandon them. I don't want someone like that in my family. There's something seriously wrong with you. I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of even being in the same room as you, let alone marrying you. I see. You're pretty stupid, huh? Someone like me is offering to marry you and you refuse? Do you have any idea how much money my husband makes? Over double, maybe even quadruple what you make. If I divorced him, can you imagine how much money I'd get? Penny would be set for life. But you want to throw away this wonderful opportunity? I don't know why I expected a low-level factory worker to make smart decisions. I guess that's why you chose Connie. All she had was a good personality. That's right. There's no way I would fall for a woman who judges men only for their wealth and looks. But it's a good thing I didn't divorce my husband. He's a good plan B. Though I hate to think I'll live the rest of my life with these fugly people, I have to admit I enjoy my life of comfort. And I can look down on you from the lap of luxury so you can rue the day you refused my generous offer. I guess I'll watch you and Penny live a mediocre life and laugh. I wonder who'll be leading the mediocre life. What? It'll be you and Penny, of course. I contacted your husband. I knew which company he worked for. I sent him screenshots of the text you sent Penny and me. Excuse me? But it seems he's been thinking of divorcing you as well. He isn't happy that you never do any housework and you often lash out at your son. Your attitude is an issue as well. He thanked me. He was worried about getting custody of your son, but thanks to the text, he's sure the judge will side with him. You're lying, right? My husband is head over heels in love with me. He does whatever I ask him to do. Plus, he doesn't have the courage to leave me. Everyone has their limit. He wanted to talk to you about this many times, but you always ignored him. If I married you, Penny would be set for life? What an arrogant thing for someone like you to say. You're ripping off someone else and trying to come off like the hero who's going to save my poor daughter. Stop. You know I was just joking about that. Text my husband. I was just fooling around in the text you sent him. I don't think that'll change anything. Then marry me. I wanted to divorce my husband because I happened to see you and Penny. It's your fault, so take responsibility. Juliet, you and I, we aren't family, friends, or anything. You are the one who started this crazy scheme, hurting your family, Penny, and me. You're the one that needs to take responsibility. What? What'll happen to me? Anthony, what do you think I should do? I really don't care at all. Oh, and there's one more thing. You said all Connie had was a good personality. But you, Juliet, there's nothing good about you. You're empty inside and out. After that, Juliet was served with divorce papers and kicked out of her husband's house. She said she didn't want a divorce and refused to sign the divorce papers. He took her to court where his petition for a divorce was granted and they were finally legally divorced. Juliet was expecting a large settlement, but because she did nothing, no housework, no child raising during their marriage, and she tried to cheat on her husband with me, her husband was able to sue her for emotional distress. She ended up receiving a small settlement of only a few $1,000s. Her husband told her parents what had happened, which led them to contact me to see if Penny was okay. We cleared the air after Juliet's lies about me. It had been 10 years since Penny last saw her grandparents. Their reunion was filled with laughter and tears of joy. Penny was thrilled to hear stories of her mother from her grandparents. Juliet begged her parents to let her move back home. But once her parents learned that Juliet had lied about me and everything she'd done with her family and pretending to be Connie, they were enraged. They told her she was no longer welcome in their home and wanted nothing to do with her. It seems appropriate to someone who wanted to throw away her own family. As for me, I often talk about Connie with Penny, which has led to great conversations between Penny and I. I will continue to put Penny's happiness above everything that I do and protect her at all costs. Penny's a part of Connie and I want her to be happy, no matter what.